Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. Yesterday, when I was running my errands, I had a doctor's appointment. I had some other things to do. I typed in my GPS and I thought it was going to put me on the expressway, but it didn't. Instead, it chose to take me through the streets. And the route that it had me take, it took me through my old neighborhood. Now, for those of you who follow me on social media, those of you who listen to this podcast faithfully, a lot of you will know that I claim Markham, Illinois is home, right? That's my home, quote unquote. But the reality is, as far as back as I can remember, Riverdale is really home. That's where I remember living first before anything else. Riverdale, the Dalton, Illinois area. And this is the route that the GPS took me through to get to my destination. And as I was driving through the streets, through this old neighborhood, I'm like, man, I used to play there, or I used to be there, and I used to be there. I had a lot of memories. I went down memory lane, so to speak, right? And the reality is, though, most of those memories that was popping in my head yesterday when I was driving through this neighborhood were bad memories. They weren't good memories. Like I'll say about good 70% of these memories were memories I have been trying to bury, memories I've been trying to shake, memories I've been trying to forget, memories that I didn't want to relive. And that's what I was thinking about as I was driving through this old neighborhood. So I was having a conversation with Nicole, and we was talking about this Instagram influencer, and she's very transparent, no holds barred, very raw. And I consider myself a transparent person as well, but I'm not as transparent as she is, and I had told Nicole, and I actually told a few other people this too in past conversations, that I felt like it wouldn't be valid or it wouldn't hold as much weight if I was that transparent and I'm not where I want to be yet. So in other words, when I become a millionaire, that's when I'll be even more transparent and, reveal more details about my story. And Nicole was like, nigga, for what? Why wait till you a millionaire when you already successful right now? So I had to think about that. And that conversation was like last week. So coming back to yesterday when I told y'all I was riding through my old neighborhood and I told y'all that I had all of these bad memories popping up in my head. After I processed that, I had to tell myself like, nigga, you won. Like, yeah, you had nothing but bad memories driving through Riverdale, remembering about how your life used to be when you was a child, even throughout the Markham days, throughout high school, all that. Yeah, you got bad memories, but nigga, you won. You a full-time entrepreneur. You're self-sustaining. You're profitable. You got 2 podcasts that are highly rated. You got a book. You got another book coming out. You got 2 more books coming out if we're going to be real. You never been arrested, and that's no knock towards those who have been arrested, but I'm just speaking my story. You never been arrested? You did all of that. So despite all of the unseen forces that tried to hold you down as a child, you still accomplished all of that. You won, nigga. So why not be transparent? Why not flex when it comes to that? You see, we're so busy in this day and age, this social media world. We're so busy when we want to talk about, my flexes, I ain't got to flex and all that. We're so busy trying to flex on people, things that you can see, that we fail to realize that our ultimate flex is on the things we cannot see, the unseen. Do you know how powerful it is to overcome unseen forces that were plotting to take you out even before you were born? Unseen forces that's been around since the beginning of time? Racism, capitalism, trauma, all of these evil forces that tried to take you out from the moment you were born up until now, especially as a Black American in this world. Do you know how powerful that is, despite all of these things that's been trying to end your life, that's tried to keep you in depression, that's tried to keep you in despair? Despite all of that, you still became a success. Despite all of that, you still accomplished your goals. Despite all of that, you're still on the trajectory to the top. That's your ultimate flex, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you have to realize. That's what you have to keep in mind. So who gives a fuck if you're not a millionaire yet? Who gives a fuck if you're not where you want to be yet? That don't matter. What matters is you still headed there. What matters is everything that tried to end you, everything that tried to keep you down, everything that tried to keep you in that hole, that racism, that evil, that trauma, that capitalism, that all of these things dug for you. You did not stay there. You refused to stay there, and you continue to fight and claw your way out of it. It shouldn't be that way. Life should not be this way. Life should not be this hard. But guess what? It is this hard. And despite life being hard, you are harder. That's your ultimate flex. It ain't about people. It ain't about people hating on you. It ain't about people that's plotting on you and trying to, hurt your feelings and disrespecting you. It's not about none of that. It's about the things we cannot see. You see, faith is evidence of things that are unseen, right? Faith is the ultimate thing that keeps us going, the ultimate thing that gives us strength, right? But it works both ways. Just how faith is things that is unseen, the evidence of things that's unseen, the evidence that we believe that we can't see God. We can't see all of this goodness around us. We can't see the blessings. Just like that, on the other side of the coin, we can't see evil. We can't see all of these things that's trying to stop us, that's trying to end our lives, that's trying to crush our dreams. We can't see that. And despite we can't see that, despite the fact that those things are plotting on us every single day, even before we were born, we still were successful. That's your ultimate flex. That's my ultimate flex. As I drove through that old neighborhood, as I had all these bad memories going through my head, as I was like, damn, man, I don't want to relive that. Why not? Because you went through it and you still came out on top. You went through it and you still doing what you do. You came through it and you still the man. That's the ultimate flex. And that's what we cannot forget, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my message this morning. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Your ultimate flex is not on people. Your ultimate flex is not buying a new car. Your ultimate flex is not buying a new house. Your ultimate flex is none of that. Your ultimate flex is the fact that despite everything that you cannot see, racism, capitalism, trauma, whatever you went through in your past, despite all of that, you came out on top and you're still here in the present and you're still working hard to make your future even better than what you can even imagine because of things you cannot see. Faith, right? You defeated the other things that you cannot see. That's the beauty in it all. That's the ultimate flex. If this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great morning. I'll talk to you next week.